you when I did the tofu, I would do it with you. Because this is the first time I've ever done tofu, but, you know, I want to try it. So, this is the extra firm tofu. And when you open it, be careful. Open it over a sink because it does hold water. Okay? Lots of water. And here's what they say to do. You take it. It's a block. You take the block. Let me take this off because I've got it. I'm trying to... Lots to do with this. Okay, you take the block and you cut it like you want it. If you're going to cook it in little cubes or whatever you're going to do. I'm going to do burritos. So, and I'm just cut it up like this. Okay, you lay it out, put it on a rag, a towel. I did mine on paper towel, then covered it with paper towel, and then covered it again. And then it said put something heavy on it. So I have 2 cutting boards on it, and that's pretty heavy. And then you're going to let that set for, I think it's 30 minutes to let to get the water out, so it's not going to be watery when you cook it. So I'm going to let that set for 30 minutes, and then I'll be back with you when I start to cook it and process it. Okay, I'm going to take this off. It's ready to... It's been 30 minutes, and now I've never done this before, guys, so I don't know if this is going to turn out or not, but I see so many people eating tofu, and from what I understand, people eat tofu in place of meat, which I would never do that. I like my meat, me and Daniel both, but, you know. Okay, it said, I'm going to do tacos, so let me raise you up where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and it said just to mush it up, put it in there, because I'm going to do tacos. This is going to be the meat, okay? That's how they do it. So I've never tasted this before. I'm afraid to eat it raw. I don't know if you're supposed to or not. If you're familiar with tofu, somebody fill me in, okay? Because I'm not. I've seen them brown it. They say soy sauce and make some kind of dip to soak it in to soak up the taste. Which I'm fixing to do that, but it's not going to be soy sauce. I'm doing, again, I'm doing burritos. So, alright. Go look at my trash over there because trash day is Monday. So, okay, let's put you down. Alright, now then. Where's my little moosher upper? We'll do that first. If I can find it. Here it is. I'm going to mash it all up like I would hamburger meat. Because from what I understand, that's how I'm supposed to be treating this, is like meat. And this was that whole block, okay? Don't look like a lot of it, does it? For that whole block. But... okay, we're going to do it. Well, we're just going to do it like we're supposed to. I watched a YouTube on how to fix tofu, and there's many ways. You can, like, do it in squares and put it in the oven, and it comes out looking like little square potatoes. You do all kinds of things with it, but, again, I think it's supposed to be like, you treat it like a meat. People eat it for a meat. And that's not what I'm trying to do at all, because me and Daniel, we will never give up our meat. We're meat eaters. Okay, this is, what I'm putting on it now, is the garlic. Okay, and then we're going to do some cilantro. And then we're going to do some seasoning taco salt. Seasoning salt, Marsha. Goodness. Just a little bit of it. Because I'm going to go with the taco seasoning. Okay? Now, get the taco seasoning on there. I don't want to do too much, but I don't want to not do enough either. Alright, and then we're going to mix it up. And let me find my... we're going to fry her up. See what she does. little bit more. This is extra virgin olive oil, okay? So this is not just the oil that I'm, you know, it's not the unhealthy stuff, it's the healthy stuff. So I'll put that some more in the bottom of my pan. So, let's see. Now I'm going to turn it up a little bit. They seasoned theirs up just like it was, like I said, like it was hamburger meat. They just put all kinds of seasoning in there. And, but again, this is going to be, I'm going to make taco burritos. And if this is going to be the meat, I think, again, I'm not real familiar with tofu, guys. I've just seen people eat it. And I watch the nomads. I watch a lot of those because I just find it interesting, you know, the people who live in vans. And one of them, I think, is the Crazy Cat Lady van. She eats this a lot, and she makes burritos with it. And I'm like, what is it about tofu that makes everybody like it? But from what I gather, again, tofu is kind of a substitute for meat. We'll find out. I'll tell y'all later what it tastes like. Tell you what, Brian, that looks like chicken, don't it? I don't want it to be too high because it's want to stick to the pan. I forget what they say this is. Let me get the, see if I can read, well, I can't read the directions. I've done tore it up. Ingredients: water, organic soybeans, less than 2% of calcium sulfate, magnesium chloride, I mean. Total sugars, 1 gram. Calories, 90. That's a good thing. Maybe that's why they're eating this. Fat, 4.5 grams. Carbs, 3 grams. So, I don't know. But I want it brown. I think they cook theirs until it gets brown, so I'll be back with you. Okay, I put, when I was watching them cook their tofu, because they were making burritos, they added red beans to theirs, and of course, you know, I don't do the red beans, the chili beans, you know, the Mexican chili beans. And then I put some cheese on top of this just to let it, now I don't have any wraps, but Daniel's supposed to be bringing some home. Daniel's playing golf with his brother. So, but let's do a taste test. I kind of did a little bitty test before I turned the camera back on, and guys, this is good. So, anyway, I'm going to do a taste test with you guys, with y'all. Let me move you up so that way I don't even have to, yeah. Okay, let me get a spoon, and let's see what it tastes like. Sorry, nothing, not even eyelashes. Now, I am going to do lettuce or coleslaw lettuce. You know, I like the coleslaw instead of the lettuce. I am going to do that and the tomatoes and all of that stuff, but I'm not going to make this until Daniel gets home. Make it till he gets home, but this was a process and I didn't know how long it was going to take me. So anyway, here it is. Guys, it's good. And I can't tell you what it tastes like. It just tastes like, actually, the seasonings. That's what it tastes like. However, when she was talking about that, she was talking about seasonings. There's a seasoning sauce that people make to put on this. And it was soy sauce and chili, some kind of chili pepper mix. I don't know. Anyway, different mixtures. And she said, you pour that on top of it and let that soak in, so that's where you're going to get your taste. So I'm going to assume that this don't have a taste until you season it. So anyway, though, guys, that's good. I mean, that's good. We'll see what Dan the man thinks, which Again, this is by no means, I am not replacing the meats in this house with the tofu, okay? But if I'm ever out of meat, I can use the tofu. Now, here's the thing. I didn't realize tofu, you found it in the cold section. I thought tofu, since I seen the packaging, I thought, okay, well, you know, you find it on the aisles, but you don't, it's in the cold section. Who knew that? Ours is found at Walmart in the cold section over by the things of the avocado and the pico stuff. It is over there by that. Okay, so there's that. When Daniel gets home with the wraps, he's on his way home now. I will plate them up and then show you then the whole kit and caboodle. I'm having green tea with ginger root. My daily drink. All right, I'll catch you guys in a minute. Okay, I told Daniel to pick up the biggest tortillas he could, so he did. He picked these up. These are not that healthy. There's 330 calories in them, so they're not that healthy. But anyway, it's the only big ones I had, so they will do. All right, now I stuck this in the microwave a little bit because, you know, it was a little bit. Then I'm going to put you down and let you see. By the way, what I'm wearing on my lips is the newest lip that I bought, the Setu lip stain liner, but I'm using it as a lipstick. And then the lip liner is the L'Oreal in Curiosity Killed the Matte. That's it. No, Killed the Matte. These are matte. Get it? Curiosity Killed the Matte. So that's what I'm wearing. Okay, I'm going to put you down now and let you see how I make this. Okay. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to put some pecani on mine. This pecani scans on the Yuka app. Yucca, whatever you want to call it. Excellent. Just so y'all know. Okay, and then we're doing the coleslaw because we like the coleslaw better than just lettuce. That's just how we roll. We're going to talk about this in a minute. Then I need some hot sauce. You know me, I gotta have my hot sauce. Then some ranch dressing. Gotta have my ranch. Okay. Then we're going to fold it over, in, and over. Let me put this in the refrigerator, guys, real fast, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, then let me find my knife. Okay, let me cut her in half. There's your tofu burrito. Okay. Thank you, Jesus, for this food. Blessed our bodies. Make it skinny food. In Jesus' name. Amen. All right, let's talk about the tofu because I have since researched it since I showed you guys while I was cooking it. A lot of people, I think, eat the tofu because tofu is a plant, but it's plant-based. It's soybean, I think they said, soy, but it's very, very high in protein. However, since I was telling you guys, I think a lot of people eat this simply because they think it's more healthier than meat. But I just watched a Dr. Gundry and a trainer, okay, and they both said no, tofu is not that good for you because it is. Dr. Gundry says because it's soy, they feed soy to animals to fatten them up, okay, for slaughter. So you don't want to eat a lot of it because it'll make you fat. The trainer says it's very, very, very high in protein and what was the other one? Estrogen? Anyway, it basically the same thing Dr. Gundry said, okay? Well, because this is the first time we've ever had it. Daniel said, if it's making me fat, why am I eating it? So anyway, there is the story, and go before, that'll be tomorrow probably, before you go buy tofu, Google it first, or go to YouTube and Google healthy, is it healthy, is it not? Do y'all see my lashes? This is what I get with mascara. I don't like it. I don't get very much, and this one's already turned down, and I even had to, I curled these even after I did the mascara. So, you know what? That's too much trouble. I spent so much time trying to put mascara on. I could have had my lashes on and out the door, Anyway, and they're not long enough. So, go ahead and Google it before you try it. But I have never, this is what I'm drinking. I have never tried tofu, and I've noticed a lot of people eat it. And they're eating it because it's plant-based and they think it's really healthy. In reality, it's not really. We're going to eat it today. So anyway, there it is. Babe, what does it taste like? Do you like it? And basically, tofu does not have a taste. That's why they tell you, whatever you're making, season it well, because that seasoning is what you're going to taste. Because tofu just don't have a taste. It's actually good. But again, it's not something you want to eat every day. And some of these nomads that eat this a lot, I don't think they realize it's not as healthy as you think it is. But, as I told y'all earlier, I didn't buy the tofu by any means to replace meat. Daniel and I are meat eaters and will always be meat eaters, okay? So, that ain't gonna happen. That was a big bite. I had just seen people eating it, so I wanted to try it. They all acted like it was really good. There's a lot of nomads that I've watched that fix this a lot, okay? They eat this a lot. And you can cook it in different stuff. You can cook it with, season it up, put it in little blocks, look like little potatoes, fried potatoes. Season it up real good, cook it with your broccoli, with your whatever, and I've seen them do that. You can cook it with anything. I gotta have some more hot sauce. Louisiana hot sauce. I think people are buying it for their substitute for meat. And maybe nomads buy it because they think it keeps longer than meat, but not really, because I've seen where if you have leftover tofu, you got to put it in a bowl, cover it with water, make sure it's covered with water, and put a container, that it won't leak out. Put it in the refrigerator, and you have to finish it off at least within 3 days. And there's that. Baby, another one, was that enough? What? These are pretty big. So really, it's not that. My statue. I put it on as a lipstick. Anyway, just because, as the Dr. Gundry, he said, just because it's plant-based don't make it healthy for you. Do y'all ever watch Dr. Gundry? There's some things he talks about that I see a lot of YouTubers eating yogurt Well, there's a lot of the yogurt that's not healthy for you, and they eat it like crazy because they think it's healthy, and it's not. The trainer did say, if you're going to eat it, eat the organic, and that's the one I got, was the organic. Anyway, and he also said, don't eat it often. If you really just want it and gonna eat it very sparingly here and there. So there's that. We did it together though, didn't we? Just to see what it tasted like and what it was all about. I've just always been curious what it tasted like. Basically, it don't taste like anything. It tastes like the seasonings that you put in it. So whatever you're making, it's the seasonings that, you know, it's just a filler, actually. Instead of hamburger meat or whatever, it's just a filler. But personally, I'd rather have the hamburger meat. Huh? A double?
Say one cheeseburger. I said double cheeseburger.
Yeah, double cheeseburger. Like we had yesterday, that was good. That Brahms cheeseburger, we're good. It was very good. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish and get off of here. Catch up with you later.